Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer. You know, a friend of mine thinks that bartenders are very boring. I find them intoxicating. Today, we're taking a look at Star Wars, the deck building game, the Mandalorian Faction Pack. Okay, so Star Wars deck building game already has a core set and also has a Clone Wars, but this is going to add the Mandalorian Faction Pack, which is going to make it a 2 to 3 player game. So you can add it to either one of those two sets and add a third player. So, sounds good. Let's go down to the table and let's see what's on the inside. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We've got Star Wars deck building game. This is the Mandalorian Faction Pack. Now, this is from Fantasy Flight Games. I think I actually forgot to mention that. Let's see. Yeah, I believe I forgot to mention that. Now, this is going to contain 70 new cards. All right, so you're going to get 10 base cards. You're going to get 10 starter cards, 30 galaxy cards, 19 neutral cards, and your force track card. Okay, now, I really like Star Wars, the deck building game. I think it is a fantastic game. I cannot wait to see how they've incorporated the Mandalorian into it. Let's see if we can manage to get this thing open here. All right. Now, these boxes are always a pain. Now, the nice thing about the Star Wars deck building game is there's enough room inside the box, so we should be able to contain all of this information. All right. So what do we got? We have one deck of cards, which is just going to be wrapped in paper, which I'm okay with that. And we're going to get one little rule set. So let's see if we can take a look at this little rule set. And as you can see, it's a small little pamphlet, so it's not going to add a ton. Okay, I can probably even hold it up so you can actually see it like that a little bit better. All right, and there's your, looking at that. Let's see, let's go through this a little bit more. Okay. See the balance of a force card. Oop, there we go. Get that back on the screen for you guys. All right, so it looks like it's definitely going to kind of change some stuff up just a little bit. All right, there's your gameplay. All right, and our last page right there. And then on the back, what are we going to get? We're just going to get some credits. Okay, looks good. So let's take a look at these cards. Get this guy off of here. All right, so looking at the cards, we're going to have those cards. It looks like we got a little card that's going to kind of separate them. So let's keep these separated because that might be your starter cards. And here we go. So let's start off with our little planets. Okay, you know the drill. As always, go ahead and just pause it if you want to take a look at these just a little bit closer. I'll give you a second on each one of them. All right, two more here. And there you go, the secret convert. Okay, now, of course, this was that one little card that goes off to the side. So you're going to have your force track. It's going to sit right here, and it's going to bounce this over. Very nice. Okay, now, what do we have here? We're going to have, let's see, some more bases. All right. And we're going to have our units. So 3-player only for this card. All right, looks like we're going to have a few duplicates. Okay. These are going to make me just keep flip-flopping them back and forth, aren't they? All right, that's okay. I'll figure it out. Snub fighter fire. It looks like fighter pilot. Snub fighter. Man, I can't even talk today. All right, a couple of those in there. Okay, and I tell you, I do like the fighters. All right, and what is our last deck going to be? Your Mandalorian soldier. Okay, so it looks like we're getting a couple of those. It looks like these are our starter cards. Mandalorian starter. Yep, there we go. Okay, there's our shuttle. We don't need to look at every one of those. And then Child of the Watch. Foundling. Okay. Let's see. Some of these pictures look the same. What do they see? They're close enough to me to where I can. I'm having a hard time just not necessarily just flying through the wrong ones. So I want you guys to be able to see all the different cards. Captured Cruiser. Looks like we got a couple of those. 3 of those. All right. Your Mandalorian Hijacker. Oh, there's just your Mandalorian. Got to have Grogu in there. Gauntlet Dropship. All right. Who's with me when I say, you know, Grogu, I liked him better when he was Baby Yoda. That was just more fun that way. But I like him anyways. And Bo-Katan. And there you go. And that's it. And that, folks, is going to be everything you're going to get inside of this. So If you want, you can continue to keep using this same insert, okay? All you have to do is just slowly figure out how you're going to shove that back in there and keep everything together. That's the tricky part with these, and that's why I can pretty sure that most people are just going to put this in their core set. Okay, so let's slide that in there, close this up, and these boxes just kind of murdered anyways. But there you go. Okay, we got it back in there. We're definitely going to have to tape that up because, you know, these boxes don't open good. But that's it. There's not a whole lot to it. Star Wars deck building game. It's going to give you a Mandalorian Faction Pack. It's going to change the rules up a little bit by that Force board, which I'm totally cool with it, but I like it. Okay, let's head back up top. Let's close this out. Well, there you go, folks. That is Star Wars, the deck building game, the Mandalorian Faction Pack. And I'll tell you what, it looks great. I absolutely love the Star Wars deck building game. It's a fun game. It's a fast game. I always have a lot of fun when I do play it. But to add more factions to it, so you're going to give a little more variety when you play. Now, I'm really curious how that new Force board expansion pack is going to go for this, or that little piece that goes off to the side and how that plays with things. Is that something you only do if you're playing this as a 3-player game? Because like I said, this is a 2 to 3-player game. Or if somebody wants to play the Mandalorian faction along with one of the other ones and just do a 2-player game, do you still use that board? Does the other person, you know, have the Force going up that track and you're just kind of like steering it off to the side a little bit? Don't know how it plays yet, but I can't wait to find out. So there you go. Star Wars deck building game, Mandalorian Faction Pack. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Can't wait to give it a try. Well, thank you once again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we please ask you to like this video on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on Facebook, and also on X. And please leave us a comment on any one of those platforms, and we'll get to those comments just as soon as we can. We ask you to subscribe to our channel if you like the videos we post, and even click on that bell and be notified when new videos drop. Also, if you like the videos that I post on here, I also do post videos over on my own channel. I'll do unboxing, some playthroughs, and some reviews over there as well. It's just a bunch of stuff out of my personal collection. There will be a link to my channel down in the details below. And also, folks, if you like the content we provide you here, we humbly ask you to click on the Super Thanks button and leave a tip. So, which classic rock jazz band was full of kleptomaniacs? Steely Dan.